when we know for sure that he's dead.
You can see like every day.
That sounds way too bad.
Thank you.
Pleasure meeting you. Thank you for coming. Hi, how you doing? Oh, that's fancy. That's fancy. I want to pet it.
It's a little fluffy.
Lindsay?
Yes.
How are you, Lindsay?
Good. I love you in the show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love doing this show.
I also love doing Mystery Alaska. Also very good.
I'm a big guy. That was my first.
Try this one.
Is this white?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
But I got the
It'll pop on there.
pop. Oh, that's a good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good call. There we go. Yeah, that Mystery was my first audition for a movie, and what an awesome experience.
I love that you post on your Instagram reels of you speaking in French, because I took 6 years of French and I kind of completely forgot most of it. So kind of hearing you speak it kind of like helps me relearn it.
That's why I do it though, because I don't have anyone to talk to anymore, right? I grew up French Canadian, and I've been gone for so long that the only time I speak it, and then all of these French fans came out of the woodwork. And so it's kind of nice to be able to express myself that way.
Yeah.
But I started listening to French Canadian podcasts as well, and it really like reignited all the synapses in the brain, and now I can speak better than I've ever spoken.
That's awesome. So I need to start listening to some.
Seriously, fine.
I'm not
pissed. How about a little grease on your apple? I'm gonna do one of Ronnie's. Bullshit! And more bullshit! Horse shit, cat shit, bat shit.
Yes, sir. So thank you for that. That was amazing.
Well, that was my pleasure, and it was yeah, that was quite a night.
This, you've probably seen this before.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I had to go outside the box. I didn't mean to call you a meatball, Jack. You wouldn't be up for.
Yeah.
Have you talked to a? Have you ever talked to a corpse? It's lonely. It's boring. I'm lonely.
There's a bigger one that's in Pasadena, but this one is like more out of control. Ozzy's here. There's one that's like once a year, like a couple months, maybe like May, and that's in Pasadena Convention Center. But then this one is like, but this is a little bit more active.
Wonderful.
Everything.
That might be. I've been to Dark Delicacies in Burbank.
And then they charge you.
Yeah.
This is for Sue and Dell.
Oh wow.
This is Sue's poster here. So of course she knows John and David.
Oh yes, yeah.
She was thinking if here if that would be okay.
Okay.
That is fantastic.
All right.
Photo to check?
Yeah, yeah.
Chavez here, Disco Bloodbath. Hi. How long have you been doing these art pieces?
Oh, maybe about almost 10 years now.
What was the inspiration for them, or what sparked this?
McFarlane Toys did a line of 3D shadow boxes back in the, I think it was in the late 90s.
Oh.
They did Jaws, they did Friday the 13th, they did The Godfather, they did a few of them, and they were going to come out with Signs of the Lambs and a few other cute, Leprechaun.
No kidding.
But then they canceled the series, and I was like, that was a great idea. I want to do that, but to like more obscure movies, not the big hits. I love the ones that got kind of lost in time. So that's what kind of inspired me to go in that direction. And I've been doing it ever since.
So it's a whole period from the 40s, 50s to now even. I've seen Whatever Happened to Baby Jane and just classics.
Well, for me personally, that's where my heart lies. I'm not really much into modern horror. I really like the older stuff that kind of got lost in time from the 60s, 70s, 80s, even 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen 976 Evil.
Yeah.
A lot of people know that. Looker.
The stuff, a lot of obscure. Hello, Mary Lou Part 2, Dolls. So yeah, I got a good selection of.
And even the Monsters.
Yeah, even the Monsters. We got a lot going on.
So we have to say, and you make all these by hand.
Yes, I do. Everything's handmade by me. I do everything myself, from the concept to the cutting to the everything. So it's really a labor of love. It's a ton of work, but it's a lot of fun too.
Are there certain pieces that people are more in demand for, or people come and ask you about?
You know what? It's crazy. Is that not really? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised that somebody walks by, like I did a Boogans, nobody.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, no, I had that on my wall. I thought nobody's gonna buy
Boogans.
Yeah. And then somebody walked by, I'll take the Boogans. I was like, wow. So it's really hard to say. There's there's a little something for everybody.
So you're going to be at various conventions as time goes, like between Houston and Los Angeles?
Right now, I'm only scheduled to do Monsterpalooza next year.
Okay.
But I'm looking to see what other shows I could maybe branch into. Possibly Houston Horror Film Festival. I'm not sure yet, only because it coincides with another convention I'm having in mind. But I love Houston. I love Houston Horror Film Festival. I love Texas Frightmare. It's just that California is where my heart is. That's where I started my business. So for me, that's where this feels like home.
Yeah.
And the cons out here feel like home. So, I am trying to get into Midsummer Scream. I did their first 3 or 4 shows, so I'm still waiting to hear back from them. That's a really good show I'd like to get into again.
So if they're wanting your pieces, they got to come to the conventions. They got to come see you, either in Houston or LA.
And another thing is that the reason why I don't really sell online is because you can't see the 3-dimensional of it. It doesn't really
translate to the
not that
public,
well.
Yeah.
And also, you're paying for art. You should see it in person, in my opinion, especially the 3D. But also, for me, I think it's more that
You're getting emotional. You're getting emotional
No,
there.
not so much emotional. It's just that I'm one of those people that likes to evolve, and I really want to try new things, different things.
Yeah.
And
I imagine the feedback from the people buying them and asking you questions maybe spawns ideas or get your creativity.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
explored.
Somebody recommended Blood-Sucking Freaks 5 times this weekend. 5 Blood-Sucking Freaks. What?
Okay.
And another one is I've been bugged about Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say bugged. I'm sorry. I meant requested.
Yes.
For that, and I've done a few, and they sold. Who would have thought?
I'd love to see maybe a Lucio Fulci zombie.
Oh yeah. Well, I did one for the last Monsterpalooza where the guy was at. I forgot his name. Yeah. But no, I haven't done one since. But I'd like to do another one of those.
So definitely look it up. Mark Chavez, Disco Bloodbath, for the fabulous shadow boxes. Thank you for watching here at Son of Monsterpalooza.
Thanks, guys.
Well, I can get that sub back on for you in no time.
I'd be careful with that book if I were you.
No, it's okay. I've handled one of these before. All I gotta do is, I don't know what this thing says. But,
You don't want to read it in there. That brings some bad stuff.
I think it'll bring in good stuff for me. Good profit. All those people from the afterlife, I get to, exterminate the living from their house, make a whole lot of people happier. Well, undead people happier, They got me out here today. Feeling great.
Hi.
Nice to meet you too. I love this movie so much.
Oh, thank you. Yes, me too. Do you want me to just autograph? No inscription? Or
Could you do a quote?
Yeah. Which one would you like?
Oh my gosh, there's so many good ones. I really like the scene where you said, I don't give a flying F what you think. Are you able to write that?
Well, I always like asterisk out the last 2 letters, if that's okay with you.
That's totally fine. But I just love your delivery of that. It's so satisfying. As someone who also was bullied in school, having that moment to stand up to them, it's really nice.
Do you want me to make it out to you?
No, it's okay. Just your signature's fine.
Okay, so
Yeah, put down, yeah.